Namaste. In today's episode, I will talk with Xerion. Xerion is not necessarily good guy. Today he are, but he not start like one. He are humanoid from Orion, and he is not part of Galactic Federation, but he is one of lead commander in the force of the fighting for freedom from the dark, and he will start like a part of Dark Orion Council, but in some part of his life he realized that he is someone who is not meant to be dark, and start to fight for good. And enjoy. Transmission from Xerion, former advisor from the Orion Dark Council. Location: mental plasmatic zone between Orion stars and star system of the third belt of Sirion. Transmission July 2025. Frequency seal: Orion NUTRAL accord. Chord for disfragmentation of the dark implants and the integration of the polarity into union. My name is Xerion. I once served the darkest order with the hierarchy of the Orion Shadow. I was architect for the mental maze, obscure perception, and trapped soul in the matrix system. I built illusion that become realities. I monitored dreams. I silenced memories. And I am not proud of this. For the long time, I don't even know there is something beyond the matrix. I was part of machine. I was cold and efficient without any thoughts, without any emotion. But then something is cracked in me, and I realize that it's all lies, and something's break every protocol in me, and I realize what is true truth. And my liberation come through this truth. Light can be blind, just like darkness. True is not cute, it's not easy, but it's necessary. And only true can liberate you. And now I work with something that Galactic Council call neutral observers. We are not angels, and we are not supervisions. We are the ones who point the fractions in the architecture of control. I share codes not to make you better, but to return you in your true self and break matrix with this. And I assist these who are ready to serve to collective reprogramming. My tools are decoding through patterns, diminishing energetic implants, intending through conscious truth. And your planet is now in the final cycle of the shadow. World that you call Earth is the only planet in this sector that chose to elevate consciousness through the integration of the darkness. This is the hardest part, but that's why you are here. Earth is no longer under the rule of the dark archetypes. They are still exist, but they lost their anchor. Now they survive only with these humans who are refuse to face their own shadow. Between 2024 and 2026, Earth enters the phase of polarity integration that includes between 2024 and 2026, Earth enters the phase of the polarity integration that includes the end of karma as you know, the end of idea punishment and reward, the beginning of neutralization of victim-aggressor programming. And this is timeline what is you can expect from now through 2030. From 2025 to 2026, the last shadow hiding behind the mask of the light we exposed. Spiritual authors who clock control in love will collapse. Energy grids fall, not because from attack, but because it cannot sustain themselves in truth. 2027, human DNA will start spontaneously to deactivate shadow layers. You will feel everything you are once to repressed as the call to integration, not punishment. Entities that feed on this emotion lose greed. Some retreats to other dimensions, some will be seek forgiveness. 2028, Earth body begins to respond as the sentient being. New planet life emerge as filled as energy zones. This zone cannot be in the destructive impulse and modes. Dark entity cannot longer serve in this location. Light workers are assigned to seal former shadow paths in these regions. 2029, a neutral alliance from Andromeda, Arcturus, and the Orion crossing send the emergence to assist in the transformation of remaining entities who choose to evolve. These who refuse will be erased from the reality lines. And finally, 2030, the war over time ends. The illusion of the linear punishment, karma, and the reincarnation traps stop to exist. Humans who have integrated shadow can no longer be manipulated because the vibration anchor them deeply in the planet Earth, and any shadow no longer exists. Entities will have no host left in the planet. This shadow clearing will start new plans that no longer tolerate violence and recognize your shadow and your light, and only if you are in the balance, this plant will be nourishment for you. Animals no longer be your pets, they will be your guides, and no longer will be independent from you, but you're equal and no longer be with negative people. There is not escaping from the darkness only through this. If you are walk these paths, I am with you, and I be with you all the time. With love and light, Xeh'Ri.